Hello, church family. Welcome to my weekly video, my talk of the week or whatever. So I thought I'd share a little bit of last Sunday's homily and read a little bit of the Christmas Carol, one of my favorite stories. So, the very beginning of the carol, it says, Marley was dead to begin with. There is no doubt whatever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it. And Scrooge's name was good upon change for anything he chose to put his hand to. Old Marley was as dead as a doornail. So I read that last week to remind people about why we're starting Advent with readings about the kingdom, right? And the coming of Jesus in the second coming, right? And so Marley came to visit Scrooge with all those chains, remember? And he said, these were the chains that he forged in life, and he was forced to carry them in his second life, right? And so part of that kind of thinking is, I used two different quotes in my homily, and they really kind of have stuck with me since I quoted them. One was, death is a comma, not a period. I love that. And the other one is, what we do in this life echoes into eternity, right? And Marley is a great example of that. The way he lived his life was the way he was living eternity with those big chains around his neck, right? And I can imagine that's a lot like what purgatory is like. We carry the chains we forged in life in purgatory until they're taken off by prayer, right? And so like Scrooge, he was trying to help Scrooge change from the bad man that he was into the man at the end of the story who loved Christmas, right? And loved Tiny Tim and his family, took good care of the Cratchits, right? Took good care of his nephew, and was this happy, joyful man at the end of the book. And that's kind of, I want to believe, how Advent should be for us. Advent should be, however we're entering Advent, grumpy, upset, frustrated, anxiety because of everything we need to get done in the next 4 weeks before Christmas hits. And so, I want us to just take a breath, right? And remember that what we do in our life echoes into eternity. That's such a great line, right? And so what we do this Advent is important. And I want us to take this Advent to reflect on the wreath. I hope you have one in your house. If you don't, it's a great way to celebrate Advent. And remember what each candle represents. I love the meaning of each candle. This Sunday was hope, right? Hope for the second coming, hope for the coming of Christ the King, hope for Christmas, right? Hope in our lives. And I think, in this kind of culture we're living in, hope is so important to have in our lives. And then the next one is peace, right? Peace, calm, no anxiety. I know that's hard to do with everything we're thinking about and everything that's going on. The third candle, right, is, my favorite candle, because I get to wear rose that Sunday, not pink, rose vestments on joy. The third Sunday is joy, right? Because we're so close to Christmas. And then the fourth and final candle is love, right? Because love is entering the world. The light of Christ is entering the world. The love that we need to reflect to others that I talk about so much, loving God and loving others, right? Showing Jesus to others and growing closer together to him together is what Christmas in our lives should be all about. So this Christmas, the challenge is this, to grow closer to Jesus, to know that our life echoes into eternity, that death is a comma, not a period, right? And that we need to live our lives knowing that there's something for us to get to heaven, to get to the kingdom. And so may you take some time this Advent, every day or every Sunday, set aside some time to pray for hope, peace, joy, and love in the world. So thank you very much for listening. And now here's a few updates of what's coming up. We have a lot going on in the parish to help celebrate Advent, to help us bring us closer to Jesus. This coming Sunday at 3 o'clock is our Lessons and Carols. It is absolutely beautiful. We have all kinds of choirs and participants that do beautiful music and read, the stories of the gospel. And so please come join us for that, 3 o'clock in this church on Sunday. The day before that is the big Christmas Craft Festival, a bazaar, and it's over 50 booths of wonderful stuff to shop for Christmas, to get all the anxiety of Christmas gifts out of the way. by coming to our Christmas Bazaar. We also have the choir cookie sale extravaganza, so come by. Don't worry about baking cookies. Come buy cookies from the people at the parish who help bake them here and help us raise money for the choir. Our Rorate Mass is December 14th at 6:45 a.m. So we say Mass with the sunrise here at the Shrine Church. So we start in darkness with a few candles lit, and then as the sun rises, the church becomes lighter and lighter, and we kind of celebrate Mass. It's an old tradition in the church, and we're trying to bring it back, so please join us for that as well. I think the school Christmas program is December 19th, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. Check the website. The school website, they have the date on it. I'm sure that's always a beautiful thing to see. And so just keep our parish in your prayers this Christmas, as I'm keeping our families and our people I love in my prayers. So thank you very much, and have a great week. God bless.